This is intense. Tennis turned way up here in Atlanta in our first match of week 5 here on a Wednesday night. The Ridge and the Inferno. Both of these teams 2-2 here at Assembly Studios. We take a look at the standings in the East. It's the Freeze 4-1. And the Ridge and the Inferno both at 2-2, trying to make their move up the standings to catch the Outriders and the Fortune as we start week 5. Tom Wormy along with Guy Cunha. Jonathan Stokey is with us as well. And this is Tennis Turned Up, and we've got some different rules also, Jonathan, that makes it fast-paced and so exciting for our fans.
Yeah, the best players in the league are the best servers. You only get one toss, one serve, so you better put that under pressure. And then we get 2 pointers, especially in doubles when you have players pinching and poaching. And I'm interested always to see what the coaches are going to do with substitutions and timeouts and how they can swing the momentum through the arc.
And how about the momentum for the Ridge coming into this matchup against the Inferno? Their last arc against the game that they played previously, that went right down to the last seconds against the Rips, and it was a 1-point win for the Ridge.
That's exactly why we love this league. It was close throughout the entire arc. It came down to mixed doubles. Coach Piasalesi had a great substitution halfway through. They found some magic, and you can actually see Yusuf Rian here at the last point. He stole the return to prevent a 2-pointer and secure that 1-point victory with tons of momentum.
Also part of that win, Guy, for the Ridge, Sam Nicholson, last year's MVP of Intense.
A big part of his success last year was playing very solid. That's exactly what he did in this arc, leading us to a great win. With that, he earned 36 points, and it was positive 7 last arc.
And so Nicholson and Rian will lead the Ridge. For the Inferno, it's Uswe Arcanado to see if they can pull a victory off tonight.
Yeah, she's arguably going to be the best player, men or women, on the court. She's a great singles player. She's been a plus-minus the entire time, above 10 for each bolt. So she's a great player. Look out for her today.
Yeah, and their last arc, they lost by a single point to the Outriders in week 4. It is time to crank up week 5 of Intense. The arc is straight ahead as we get the Ridge and the Inferno on Intense.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey.
Greatness that is intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men.
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc.
Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone.
There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Blast the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans.
They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
And we are moments away from the start of the arc between the Ridge and the Inferno, both at 2-2. As we play here in Atlanta, let's take a look at the Inferno roster with Gentry and Patel inactive this evening.
Yeah, this is one of the best teams in the league, in my opinion. Jamie Connell's been great, but it all comes down to Blue Baker. Can he make enough serves to live up to that reputation of a first-round draft pick? If he does, they're going to be in great shape.
And here's the Ridge lineup. Talked about Samuel Nicholson and Yusuf Rian.
that's definitely the base of the team. If their men's team can do well, they have a great chance tonight. And if the women can play a bit more solid and secure them a bit more points, they will take the win tonight.
And before we start, let's send it down to the third member of our broadcast team, Kelly Krull, with Coach Claudio.
Thank you so much, Tom. Well, Coach, you had a big win to finish off the first half. How do you carry that momentum over here into the second half?
It was good timing because we went to the break with good feeling and with good atmosphere. And today is a special day. We have Diego Schwartzman with us. It's such an honor, such a champion. We share a great time already. So we're ready to compete. We want to compete at the best way, do the right things. That's our goal.
What do you feel like you learned about your team in the first half of the season?
Well, I know everybody personally better, and this helped me to take decisions. That's natural. The more you go on, the more you improve because we know ourselves better, and then it's more of a team player. That team play. That's what we need.
Well, we're looking forward to it tonight. Best of luck. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Let's enjoy.
Guys.
Kelly, thank you. We look forward to reports this evening. Let's go down to our umpire, Gabe Karen, as we are just about ready to get things started.
Good.
Our umpire for tonight's arch is Gabe Karen.
Welcome to Intense Tennis. Tonight's arc is between Team Ridge, the away team, and Team Inferno, the home team. Number 2, Euro side is going to be heads, and the Eagle is going to be tails. Call it.
Heads, please.
It's heads.
I'll receive.
All right. Team Ridge chooses to receive. Good match, y'all.
So we're ready for the first bolt, women's singles. Usue Arcanata to get us started tonight.
Seven seconds in, we already got a line calling issue there. This is Gabe's first time as the reigning ref. He's already got to deal with stuff. This is great.
This will be a very interesting matchup. If Diana can hold this and keep this match close, they're going to have a great chance to keep going for the singles, and men's singles are there stronger.
And you can already hear the crowd, right? This is something that makes our league unique. A lot of screaming. Honestly, at a certain point, it becomes background noise if they're all just cheering all the time, but it makes that serve much more difficult.
A lot of errors to start the match.
Yeah, this is very common. Everyone comes out, especially the 7 p.m. match. They're amped up. You got everyone watching, crowds making noises. So if you can be solid in the first couple points of this bolt right here, you can actually get in a little advantage. A little rhythm point here for both of them to just kind of get their feel.
Into the net, the point for the Inferno.
Pretty tough hitting a serve. You got Jim over there in the tie. You got T.O., hands on hips. Put a little pressure on, let alone the crowd, let alone the noise. Not easy.
That is long. Another point for the Inferno.
I want to see Kiana making a lot of balls here. That's where she's best at. That's where she built her whole game around it. And I want to see her making more balls than that, making Lucy has to play a little bit more.
And I'm going to guess that Coach Claudio went with her because she's the best server on the team. She makes over 80% where everyone else struggles a little bit. So she's a good matchup here against Usue. At least she's going to make her play a little bit. But look at that backhand.
Wow. You got to find a way to put a racket there to not allow for the 2 points.
Arcanata, 5'5" from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
And she's just such a clean hitter. I was watching her in the warm-up today. Her technique is flawless. She moves well. She's got a strong base. It's no wonder she's had so much success in her career. And she's carrying it over to this league where she's one of the MVP candidates this year.
Yeah, I think her game translates really well to the league. She's very solid. You know, a lot of times we think because of the 2 points you got to play super aggressive, but actually can backfire if you make a lot of mistakes.
6'3" Inferno.
That's a great serve. And again, the thing, even though our league, we have 2-pointers, this is still a game of errors. We're still playing tennis. And the person who puts the ball on the court, I know it sounds so silly, they're the people who do well and the players in this game. That's why each player needs to have a little bit more margin. You can see these freebies starting to pile up. And this is what Usway does. It's already 8-3.
So the Ridge have decided to go to the bench.
Sophie Chang back in. She's been dealing with that back injury all season long. She had 2 weeks off, so I'm actually very curious to see if she's feeling a little better tonight.
She looks very active on her footwork. Let's see how she plays the points now.
29-year-old from Baltimore is in there for the Ridge with the return. Against Akinada.
This has been a very common thing all season, right? You're just going to start throwing people at Usway and be like, how can we disrupt her? Already up 10-3, doing her thing, making serves, making returns. She's just a rock.
Honestly, nothing changes. She keeps playing the same thing over and over again.
Akinada started the night with 198 points for her team. It was 9th in the league.
Well, she does it in singles, she does it in doubles, she does it in mixed. She's been playing all the time, basically maxing out her allotment for time and playing.
Something very interesting that has happened. I think both believed that that ball was 2 points, but the referee did not do it. Yeah, they almost started the wrong place.
It was a little bit of a whiff from Akinada, but I think they're saying she grazed that at 1 point.
I'm sure.
That out. Chang to serve. 11-5 Inferno.
This is about the time in the bolt you can see Coach Hart moving over to Naomi Chung, saying she might be coming in. You only get to play 12 minutes for your 2 women's bolts. They're both at about, or Usway's at about 5 minutes now. So this is when you have to start thinking about a substitution to manage the bolt.
Sophie Chang, a scholarship player at the University of Virginia, but decided to turn pro at 18 years old and forego that collegiate career.
Yeah, she's a stud, and she had a great doubles career. She moves forward really well when her back is healthy. She's got a great serve, great volleys. So right now, these singles points are bonus out of her. We usually expect her to do her best work at the end of these arcs.
Very capable player in doubles as well. She's in there as a substitution here in our first bolt.
Looking looser now, going for more balls, but playing for a lot of margin. I love it. Look at that.
And that's what she does.
Yeah, that's that volley you're talking about. Fantastic.
Big confidence boost for her. I know she hasn't played the way she's wanted, and that's mainly because of injury. Come in here, doing work against one of the MVPs, that's awesome.
This year she's 67% on the serve.
That's less awesome.
Yeah. Works it into the corner. It was just wide.
I have to believe Yus will play maybe just now another 30-40 seconds and she'll get subbed in.
Point for the Ridge. 13-9, just over 4 minutes to go on the initial bolt of this arc.
And right now, I think if you're the Ridge, you're pretty happy with this. I mean, normally Usway starts pulling away even in the first bolt. So the fact that this is within a couple points right now, the Ridge are kind of doing their job.
100%. And when Usway gets sealed out, I think that's their chance to get this match to be even. Even.
I mean, you got Coach Harp and T.O. they are on that doubles alley, man. They are so close to Usway right now. It's fantastic.
She almost hit them right now. Yeah, as expected. We have Chung coming in right now.
Naomi Chung in for the Inferno against Sophie Chang for the Ridge.
Wow, look at that. Rip.
And that's what she can do. She's all gas, no brakes. You know, yeah, she's not about consistency. She's about taking some chances. She loves that forehand down the line. We'll see if she can keep that up.
Let's serve. Let's see if she puts pressure again right now.
Yeah, that's kind of been the Achilles. Yeah, that's the Achilles heel of the Ridge all year. Is they just can't on the women's side. Cannot make enough serves to be consistent. They're giving away 20, 25 points in arc. That's really tough to make up with 2-pointers.
Inside of 3 minutes now to go in bolt 1 of 7 in our first arc of week 5.
Kian is back on court now. I wonder if this is a matchup situation where they want this to play.
Coach Pistolesi just has a revolving door over there right now. A couple substitutions already. He's playing more matchups. I think Coach Harp is making the substitutions based on the time allotment. But Naomi's been great this year. She's been really solid. You need 2 players if you're going to do well in singles on a women's side.
That's how they have to play. Solid tennis, good margins, taking their chance when it arises. Wow, what a great point.
Inside of 2 minutes to go in the Bolt. Chung for the Inferno.
That's something we always see. You think a short, weak ball in the middle of the court is going to get finished for sure. That's the game of tennis. You got to make people play, be solid like we've been talking about. That's a great serve. Motosono, we don't need to prescribe to whatever Motosono is doing in practice. She needs to give that to the other members of her team because her serve looks great tonight.
Close that gap with the serve.
Great serve again.
That's a point for the Inferno.
Coach Pisto is looking for some change. Let's see what he asks Kiana to do.
And to me, this is very similar to the NFL. They say like the last 2 minutes, the first 2 minutes of the next bolt. We already have the initial energy. This is where sometimes people relax. And this could be a couple points that at the end of the arc make all the difference. So each player has to finish strong in this last minute.
Every point so vital. Last week for the Inferno, a loss to the Outriders by a single point, 150 to 149. They are all crucial.
She got to play for a margin on those shots. And I think that's exactly why they just made a sub.
Naomi Chung came back in for the Ridge. Chang against Chung in the final 23 seconds.
That's a better serve from her right there. She stayed up on it.
Puts it away.
He likes that forehand line. Like we said, that's her second one. Actually, the whiff with Orkanada earlier, so she's working that. The Inferno have to be on the lookout for that down line forehand.
And that'll do it for the first bolt. Inferno 22, the Ridge 17.
I think if you're the Ridge, you actually have to be happy, even though you're down 5. Again, this is probably the strength of the Inferno, so keeping it close through one bolt, they've done their job.
Yeah, if they can keep the matchup close, especially in the women's singles, they gotta have a great chance to take this win again.
Inferno and the Ridge. End of bolt 1.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Fire it up. Unbelievable atmosphere out here. Boom! You a little nervous? You know, shaky mustachio, man.
It's fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night.
It's honestly the first time we played together, and we killed it.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis turned up.
Intense is brought to you by Solaris, founding partner and official focus and education partner of Intense. 22-17, the Inferno leading the Ridge in Atlanta. In this arc tonight as we prepare for bolt number 2. Coach Claudio Pistolesi preparing for this second bolt, women's singles continuing.
It looks like we're going to start bolt 2 the same way we started bolt 1. Usue and Motosono in there to go.
Arcanado for the Inferno. Motosono to serve. First point of the bolt belongs to the Ridge.
Soki, do you think this is a matchup situation that they chose to start with Kiana, even though Cheng played amazing?
I honestly think, even though she just missed that, well, this is interesting, right? Maybe they're going serve-return substitution here.
Oh, it could be.
Moto Sono in for the serve, get Sophie in there on the return, cranking, and give Usue, just make her uncomfortable. You're seeing a different ball, different speed, different person. That's a great way to disrupt someone who's so solid.
So Sophie Chang back in for the Ridge. Points in that first bolt for Chang as she matches up against Motosono. Opening moments, bolt 2 of 7, women's singles. Teams played in week 1, a win for the Ridge, 170 to 147.
Yeah, the Inferno had double the motivation. They had the 1-point loss, which is brutal, and then they got smoked by this team week 1, and I know they don't think they played their best tennis. They want to be 3-2, but I think they also want revenge and to get that taste out of their mouth from last week.
Now, the Inferno did lose that match in week 1. They did have 3 players that had 30 points or more in the course of that match. So they certainly have the firepower in that regard. 25-20, Inferno in the lead. Bolt number 2.
That's her play. That's her play right there.
Yeah, she's serving way better. I'm happy to see her. It looks like her back's feeling a little better. She looks more comfortable. Look at her taking her time. Uh-oh, maybe too much time. Get this in the last second.
She got it. She barely beats the clock, or did she?
Yeah, well, she beat the clock, but I think she realized, oh, I had less time than I thought. She went out of rhythm. That's the hard part, right? You don't have too much time to celebrate or catch your breath in between points here. 14 seconds.
Keep an eye on that service clock. Also on your screen.
She's cooking with that forehand tonight. It looks really good, really in rhythm. She's causing fits with that.
This bolt's getting close. Very close on the singles tonight.
So the lead now 4 for the Inferno.
Yeah, we had Usue actually call herself out on that sub, I believe. She pointed to Naomi. I don't know if that was a joint effort. She wants a little breather here, and then she'll probably come back in later to finish it out. Look at that. She's got 1 speed on that forehand. It's just all the way turned up on the dial, man. I don't know if she's ever hit a rhythm one. She just lets it rip.
Chung gets to it. Inside of 7 minutes now in the bolt. 7-point difference, Inferno by 2 in bolt 2.
And I think this is a pivotal moment. It's up to 8 now. You know, once you start seeing leads get to 10 and 15, that's when players start chasing the game. They start going for more, which inevitably leads to more errors. So I actually think this is a very, very crucial part of the entire arc.
Chung serves it into the net, the point for the Ridge.
Yeah, she's got a great service motion. Crowd's doing a pretty good job of chirping tonight. I'm hearing a couple guys. they're making themselves known. I think it's making a dent on these serves here.
Chung serve into the net.
Wow, Argentina played here yesterday.
Yeah.
They got hyped up on that.
A couple carryovers.
Point for the Ridge.
Closing the gap a little bit.
And just looking at the time here, Usue now on could play the rest of the bolt if she wanted time-wise. So it'll be interesting to see what Coach Hart does with substitutions in the next point or two.
All right, the 12-minute maximum for players across the singles bolts.
She's sitting at 6 minutes and 15 seconds. We got 5.5 left. Looks like they might play 1 more point.
Arcanata standing on the sideline, waiting to come back in potentially for the Inferno.
Rock solid from Naomi. Ride the hot hand here for Coach Hart.
Doing a good job. We are 8 points, nothing special, so we can keep going. Important that you stay in the rally, play a lot of spin. Yeah, run. That's the job to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, play free. When you have a chance, you go for winner. Yeah. I think soon. Let's.
Do you want me to start or she's starting?
You will start again, but soon she go back in.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. You ready? Okay. Let's go. Give me good return, good serve.
Yeah.
And open her up, get her moving, get the court wider. And the other one we're handling fine. Anything else you guys see or think?
No.
All right, keep the energy up, all right? Energy up, let's go.
As Jim Harp, the coach of the Inferno, keep the energy up.
I think that was
Inferno
interesting.
with an 11-8 lead.
Yeah, I think that was interesting hearing Pissalessi there. He's kind of saying, hey, Motosono, you're here to be solid and consistent. He said, I want more spin. And then Sophie, I want you to come in and take chances. So instead of having the same player kind of mix up their strategies, he's just subbing them in and out to accomplish that.
Very big difference of contrast, right? On how the coaches handle that timeout. Let's see how that plays out now. Smart timeout, turned a fault for us. Now let's see how Ridge does it.
So there's the change as Chang comes in for the Ridge. Still keeping an eye on Arcanata on the sideline for the Inferno, right next to her coach.
She has to wait another minute and 20 before she can finish the bolt. That's a challenge they have followed from the past, where she plays the first bolt from the start, gets subbed out, starts the second bolt, and then finishes the second bolt of the women's singles.
Oh no. Now the change, Arcanata comes in.
So guys, a big revenge arc, if you will, here tonight from week 1 of the Intense season, where the Ridge won big over Inferno. And I talked to Coach Harp and he said, you better believe this is a revenge arc for us, and especially Uswe, who back on the court now. He said it was her first ever arc in the Intense format there in week 1, and it was a bit of a deer in the headlights. And since then, guys, we've seen nothing but her get better and better week in and week out. And she, of course, went against, when you want to talk about how these coaches are strategizing, Pissalessi had Annabelle Thomas, who played a year ago, of course, going against somebody who in Uswe was playing this format for the first time. But tonight, she came out and gave her team a nice little cushion and trying to finish strong here in this second bolt.
Yeah, I think people underestimate how difficult it is to play traditional tennis their entire lives, come out with noise, come out with different amount of time, have substitutions, have different rhythms. In that first match, she was definitely uncomfortable, but she certainly figured it out very quickly.
And I think a big part of why she figured out so quickly is because her style of play relates really well to this game. She's very, very solid, and with that, it translates great to the game.
Arcanata now with 24 points over the course of the first 2 bolts.
And this is that danger zone we were talking about. It's at 10, and I know Coach Harp wants us to be at least 15 by the end of this bolt.
Inside of 2:40 to go.
Look at that backhand.
Second bolt of women's singles.
Great point. That's her play.
Clean winner from Chang.
What a rocket.
That's not the first one either. I think that's number 4 already.
She definitely has an MO off. She likes to do.
And this is big time. Hanging in here, going to put pressure on the guys. They got Yusuf and Sam just waiting in the wings, getting loose over there. The Ridge women have showed up tonight.
And Uswe is not going to be able to finish this ball. She's going to have to be subbed out in a few seconds. Will be a great chance for the Ridge to make the comeback.
Chance for the Ridge to tie it up potentially. Not that time for Chang.
And again, as a coach, I'm always interested to see how are they going to use the timeouts. I mean, Coach Harp's sitting on one, momentum there kind of swinging. You might want to slow it down and finish strong.
40-34 Inferno, and now Arcanata comes out. Chung back in.
I believe we opened the show saying the best players are the best servers. And you're seeing right now, we're trading some serve misses back and forth. If either team can get a little more solid, that's a massive edge. There's another one. It's kind of like missing a 3-footer. You got to miss one in front of your friends. The next one's like 10 times as hard, and it just escalates from there. And I can feel that pressure right now. And I also miss those 3-footers quite a bit.
Naomi Chung, 24-year-old from Las Vegas, in there for the Inferno.
2-pointer.
Hey, she paid for the whole racket.
Yeah. That's okay to accidentally hit an angle.
Chang is out. Montezano's back in.
Yeah, she's really struggling on the serve the last little bit. Ground strokes look great, but she's donating a free point quite a bit.
I just would like to see her accelerate the racket a bit more. I feel like she's trying to hold it back to not make a mistake, and that is actually the perfect problem. When you try to decelerate the racket to make it in, you make so many mistakes. Showing how it's done. That's not an easy ball to make.
And that is the end of the second bolt. Inferno leading 46-36.
You know, this bolt went back and forth a lot. And in the end, I think they got close to what they wanted. I believe they wanted probably 15 points to go into men's. But we'll see now how the men's from the Ridge can make the comeback, as this was expected.
And the men's singles coming up next on Intense.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse. Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long.
I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this, and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on the show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while, but I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, it's just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant, but we're gonna make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
Getting ready for our third bolt. First arc of the week in week 5. 46-36 is the lead for the Inferno against the Ridge. We have a very special guest in the house tonight. Ridge Pulse partner Diego Schwartzman. Look at these accolades, up to #8, 4 titles. the French Open semifinals in 2020, and an Olympian as well. And Diego joins the broadcast. And Diego, first of all, welcome to Intense for Week 5.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
Appreciate it.
What do you think about what you saw in those first 2 bolts between the teams?
I mean, it's super fun to be here. I mean, I was watching the last few weeks at home, you know, in YouTube. And being here is super crazy. I mean, this is madness. They are totally crazy, screaming one to each other. It's like very fun to watch here. So I'm enjoying so far.
Yeah, I'm curious with the rules here. You're watching the one serve.
Yeah.
You were one of the best singles players in the world.
Yeah.
How would you have used these rules to your advantage?
I mean, one serve for me in the past is the best. For sure, I was playing much better or better ranking if every opponent just have one serve. So I think it's very exciting. Also playing. The most important thing is the people maybe doesn't know that we have no idea when we start and when we finish. So having 10 minutes to play, it's very exciting. It's very intense, like the name is saying. But at the same time, it's good.
Yes. I would assume it's a little trickier because in tennis you have as much time as you want to come back.
Yeah.
Right here, if you get in a hole, it might be tough with the time running out.
Yeah, right now, the ladies were struggling a little bit with the time, and you have to take your time, you know, even if you are losing for a few points. If you lose your mind and you are just going like super fast, it's not good.
Would you have any advice for someone when they're struggling with their serve? We saw at the end there, they were missing serves back and forth. What would your best tip be for that?
I mean, the toss is so important. And I think Sophie so far is the best in the baseline. Is super power, the forehand and everything, making winners. But the toss on the serve is quite difficult. So she's trying. She told me it's not easy, but the toss is so important.
We're starting out with bolt 3, men's singles. Samuel Nicholson, Jamie Connell. With a 10-point arc at the moment. We're off and running in bolt 3, early moments.
Now, I saw you hitting balls earlier, and a lot of players have told me this court's pretty slow. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Not with the new balls. New balls are okay for this kind of courts. I think because of the paint, you know, I play Laver Cup too many times. It's exactly the same color. And I think because of the paint, the ball is a little bit rough. So, yeah, after a few points, when they start to play some rallies, the balls start to be a little bit slow. But I think for the game, with one serve, it's much better. You can see many points.
International flavor to this bolt. Nicholson from England. Jamie Connell from Edinburgh, Scotland. And a second-round pick. 23-year-old.
This is your kind of rally right here, right?
Yeah.
Back and forth.
I was asking Kiki, you know, Kiki and I mean, Arconada is also doing that, you know. Arconada is super solid. That's why she's winning too many points.
She had 25 points.
Yeah,
over those first 2 bolts.
The key here is not making winners, you know. It's just in 10 minutes the guys can be like very out of breathing, you know, because if you play this kind of rallies every 10 seconds, you are dying.
It's funny, we have those 2-pointers, and I think a lot of people think you want to go for more, but actually I think you miss more when you do that.
Put the ball in and run, you know, because if you have a good legs, you have an advantage for sure, or at least the coach has to change the guys.
How about Connell on the serve this year? 88%. And that point will go to the ridge.
Who, this guy is 80%?
88, I believe.
Connell, 88%. Yep.
Wow.
And Rihanna's come in now for the ridge as well.
Yusuf is it's a good player, also good serve.
Now, what would you do? So he just came in, he's subbing in, he's cold, he's warm. Like, how would you work your way into this? What would you do?
Just like warming up, you know, like a real warming up. Okay, I'm ready to lose maybe the first 2 points, but I'm going to the middle and just hitting for 5-6 balls at least, you know, a rally, because if not, it's difficult to warming up. But with the conditions here and also balls, you warming up fast. But yeah, you have to be ready to lose a few points.
Point to Connell and the Inferno.
The guy have a big serve. Eh? It was my first serve like this.
That's so funny. Yeah, he's got good action on it. Pretty heavy lefties. I mean, that's such an unfair advantage anyway.
If you are lefty and you have a good serve, you have an advantage. in tennis for sure.
Points to the ridge.
Yeah, this is the key, you know, take your time. Yeah.
I think they hear 14, they think it's so fast. A lot of times they serve with like 7 seconds left. They're playing with 7 instead of 14.
It's a lot, eh?
We're inside of 7 minutes to go in the Bolt as well.
Now, I saw you hitting with Youssef earlier. You said he's one of the best players. What do you like so much about his game?
I mean, he have a good game. I like, he looks like solid with the game, you know. Forehand and backhand is like, have a spin. So if he's feeling okay and the legs are okay, I think he has the timing to put the ball in. So I think it's so important, like we saw before with the ladies. And I think if you have that timing, you can, you know, put the ball in at the end. You can make decisions during the pointing. It's so important.
Rion this season is 90% with his serve, although that one rolls into the net. These are two players who certainly can serve it for their respective teams. 52-44, both three.
That serve is super good. Super good.
So the best players, the players who've been doing the best, are the ones that can make a serve and then on top of that not get attacked, right? Especially in doubles.
James Connell played collegiately at Furman University in South Carolina and also Florida State. And here he is playing for the Inferno and racking up some points for T.O. He's your counterpart tonight as Paul's partner.
He's on fire.
Now, if you're playing football, he might have the advantage. But on the court, it's all you, Diego.
Bravo. Oh. That was lucky, eh? I think he didn't want to do that.
He didn't want to catch it late and hit a rocket down the line.
Yeah. That one was lucky. But the key on his game is that serve. Eh? You see, he's serving every time kick wide. World champion. Ooh la la. In or out? In. That one.
Rapid fire serve from Connell, and it's paying off.
Now, if you were Claudio and you see it going like this, would you call a timeout right now to slow things down? Would you make a substitution?
I think so. Yeah. Well, that before. This one was good, eh? This is also important. I mean, from the Inferno guys, you don't have to lose focus.
Switch for the ridge. Back to Nicholson. Rion got 7 points in this Bolt as he exits.
No. I mean, you see, he's missing too many balls from it, but with the serve, he's winning too many.
Yeah, every once in a while behind the baseline, he's unloading and he's missing a fair amount, but he's gotten so many missed returns off that serve. Oh yeah, we served from the wrong side there, I believe.
Connell now with 14 points in the Bolt, make it 15. 61-47.
Would you need a full-time coach over there reminding you what side you need to be on with the 2-pointers and the 1-pointers? Tricky.
It's JC3 rolling right now. 16-11 in the Bolt. Let's listen in to the Ridge huddle.
Okay. Stick with him. I promise you, when Blue is going to hit, we're going to fuck the shit out of him.
Yes. Okay, so hold with Jamie, okay?
I think Blue is in right now. Let's fuck the shit out of him.
It's Blue in now?
Huh?
When you go Blue in, you go in.
City. I'll take Blue.
Okay.
I'll take Blue.
They probably switch now.
Yeah.
Get ready. Now your job is to hold Jamie, okay? Let's go.
Hey, doing good.
So Coach Vistel with the words of advice to Sam Nicholson.
Yeah. They're changing.
He's got Youssef. You heard him. He's pretty fired up on the bench. I mean, he's a pit bull waiting to come off that leash. He wants to get back in there.
Yeah.
And this is my big question mark tonight. Can Blue put the serve in? He struggled with the serve all season long. If he can if he can make his serve, he's pretty good. He's only making 70% for the year.
Oh la la.
And he goes for it. I mean, that one actually worked out for him, but you can see he goes for a lot on one serve.
No way he...
Baker is in for the Inferno, making an immediate impact for Baker. And inside of 3 minutes to go in the Bolt.
This is what you want to see out of Blue. I mean, if he can do this, I mean, this is why they drafted him first overall, right?
Unbelievable, the serve.
I don't know if he can keep it up. I mean, those are massive serves.
Look at this.
25-year-old Blue Baker, and that is out. That's a point for the Ridge.
And this is what you were mentioning earlier. Now it's 19 points, and you run out of time, right? You don't have all day to come back from 2 breaks in traditional tennis.
No, but you have to start, winning points. Without winning points, you cannot make the comeback. So if you are going super fast and missing points, missing balls, it's like it's done. Even if you are quick or not. I mean, you have to start at least putting the ball in, not missing. I think the guys so far are missing, like this, too many easy balls, and it's tough. When you miss the second, third, or double fault, it's tough. Now it's coming to double fault from me.
You can't even jinx them. Is that good today? Just deep.
Point for the Ridge and Rayon.
Well, yeah. Now it's different. Let's see. Bravo. Yeah, good serve, eh? Bouncing to the line, no, I think.
Yeah, off the line. He's got that good kicker. Blue's backhand looks a little stiff.
See, I mean, after a while now it's 14 points. So you have to continue winning, but warming up, not missing is the only way.
I could listen to you preach the gospel of consistency all night long.
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, this is the key here. More if you have one serve.
I mean, if you have one serve and you're going to hit it like that, and that's over 100 easy.
Oh, bad decision, that one. No.
Baker trying to attack, and he puts it away. That's a 2 for the Inferno. Clean winner, Baker.
He's serving big, eh?
He's serving
no
great.
Double fault. Oof.
Woo. That was a heat check right there.
I mean, he did 2 aces and 1 winner now. 6 points.
Baker coming alive for the Inferno.
Aye.
Final seconds now, 72-55. Men's singles, both.
Now coming.
Yeah, right. You had to watch him serve great this whole time right before you leave us.
Good serve. Bravo. In?
Ripped it down the line. That's 2, Diego. Right at the horn.
Yeah.
72-58 lead for the Inferno. Blue Baker did a nice job coming in for the Inferno as well. And Diego, we thank you so much for your expert analysis. Fantastic stuff. And I hope you enjoyed what you saw.
Now I'm so fucking nervous,
Don't be nervous.
I'm coming for a match. Yeah.
Now you want to go out and play, right? Diego Schwartzman joining us for that Bolt. Intense continues from Atlanta with Bolt 4. 72-58 Inferno.
Time for you
to experience the greatness that is Intense. You want to know the rules?
Well, we got your rules right here.
Every team has 8 pros.
4 men,
4 women, and a coach leading the charge. An Intense match is called an arc. Every arc is made up of 10-minute periods called bolts.
And there are 7 bolts in every arc. Each arc has bolts of men's singles, women's singles, doubles, and mixed doubles.
Now for the serving rules.
1 toss, 1 serve, miss it, and the point's gone. There's also a 14-second shot clock between points.
And yes, we do play lets.
The only thing that can slow the pace down are the timeouts.
And there are rolling substitutions.
Scoring is simple. You win a rally, that's 1 point.
Last the clean winner, that's 2 points.
The scores from every bolt are added up along the way, and the team with the highest score at the end of the last bolt wins the arc and the cash.
And now the most important part of Intense, the super loud fans. They want all the volume when it comes to supporting your favorite team.
So now you know the Intense rules.
So let's get this arc started.
$72-58 is the lead for Inferno against the Ridge. As we prepare for the start of Bolt 4, men's singles in this arc to start week 5. And the Inferno and Blue Baker came in as a substitution and was fantastic for the Inferno. Here's what the schedule looks like for week 5 as we continue on with the 2 matches both on Friday and Saturday coming up. And the Inferno will be back in action on Saturday as well.
Yeah, great chance for them with 2 matches, right? They're 2-2. They definitely want to be 4-2 by the end of this weekend and firmly in that lead for their conference.
So we're underway now with Bolt 4, second men's singles. Jamie Connell in there for the Inferno. Sam Nicholson for the Ridge.
I love Nicholson's backhand 2-pointer.
So, Guy, what did you think of that Bolt 3 between the Inferno and Ridge?
A little surprising, actually. They were not able to play their game. And with that, the lead just went even higher than it was before. And actually, Blue Baker came out firing rockets on the serve. He just said, whatever, I'm not serving just weak, in theory, second serves. I'm just going for the winner. And kind of paid off. He served 2 aces.
What a play by Nicholson. And all of a sudden, the difference is less than 10.
And this is the Sam Nicholson that I saw last week and I watched all last season. That backhand, super solid. Again, I usually look at body language. I look at his face. We got a little timeout here, smart timeout.
Jim Harp is going to call a timeout as this arc is getting closer.
Go with that first serve and get after it, okay? Come on. Just what we talked about on either one of them, okay?
Go back in immediately. So
what's that?
Yusuf's going to go back in immediately.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about Yusuf. You stay on. You're fine.
Yeah.
Let's go. Fine, still 30 seconds, still 30 seconds. Stay with me, 30 seconds, all is good. Keep breathing. Huh?
I want to go and talk to those guys.
Which guys? No. The butter. No, that's fine. No. Like, pretend you are deaf. You are deaf. You know, you don't hear anything.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
So it sounds to me like Nicholson, even though he's playing great, he might hear some people chirping. That's why Pistolesi was saying, hey, you're deaf right now. You can't hear anything. Just keep ripping backhands. But again, this is the Nicholson we watched all last season. He looks comfortable. Look at that backhand. So clean.
Blue Baker in for the Inferno. We finally get on the board in this bolt.
Stogie, you were talking about how much you liked watching Sam last week, specifically the backhand. So, of course, I did my due diligence as a reporter, and I said, what was working for you, Sam, last week on that backhand? And he said it was all about the timing. And he specifically mentioned not this matchup with Blue, but with Jamie. When he's on the court, he goes, the one thing I know he's going to do is move me all around, and I just have to make sure I'm setting myself up, continue to get my footwork right, and have that timing. And we're seeing it, or we were seeing it against Jamie earlier. Now he's going to try and do the same thing here against Blue. But yeah, the timing, and you mentioned it, that backhand, so pretty to watch.
Nicholson's up to 13 points in the arc against Baker running the baseline. Extended rally. All Ridge so far in the bolt. Baker able to get to it. Point goes to the Inferno.
Yeah, that's an immediate substitution. Connell's coming in. Your lungs are burning after that one.
Baker goes running to the sideline to get all the high fives. Connell in there for the Inferno. That'll be a point for the Ridge.
And here are the Ridge men just creeping it back, down 6. This is what we thought. They got that two-headed monster, and they're playing great tonight.
10-2 in both 4. Nicholson, who led the league in points last year with 564 as the MVP. On the male side, hits it into the net, and a point for the Inferno.
He'll go down in history. It's the Sam Nicholson rule that we can only play for 12 minutes because he was playing 3 bolts, 10 minutes each every time. He didn't even look winded.
Which probably means his point total is going to be tough to catch, too.
It's going to be really tough this year. He's going to have to be 3 times as efficient.
Heard Diego talk about the importance of efficiency. We appreciate him stopping by, and what insight by Diego Schwartzman. And there's Terrell Owens, who's on the Inferno side. Diego Schwartzman, the pulse partner for the Ridge this season.
I could listen to Diego talk tennis all day. He's just preaching the gospel. Be solid, make balls, aim to simple targets. And that's a guy who's 8 in the world. Think about that talent level. And he said, I would come in and probably hit down the middle a couple times. Absolutely fantastic advice. What a smart player.
And how cool is it to see that he's right there together with his team, giving coaching, giving insights, helping his team perform.
Oh, he's into it.
He's there right on top of the action as the pulse partner for the Ridge. And Coach Pistol. That'll be a point, Inferno. So the lead had been cut down to 8, and now it's going back up again.
This is a league of momentum. You know, the substitutions, the timeouts, and then just the level of play, the fatigue factor, the energy level. And you see these swings, and so not only is it about tennis, but also these coaches managing these situations.
At one point, the Ridge led the Bolt 8-0, and the comeback by the Inferno. And now it's just a 1-point Bolt.
And how effective was the timeout by Jim Harp? He didn't even coach them at all. He just wanted to freeze them, and that's exactly what just happened. He went from 8-0 to 11-0 in a matter of a minute and a half.
I find I do my best coaching when I don't say anything either. Just let it roll. T.O. catching balls.
Good service from Connell.
T.O. is all the emotions. Every single thing. Positive, negative, doesn't matter. There's always an emotion right there for T.O.
Connell maybe a little too cute with that attempt there.
Yeah. A lot too cute. I don't know that he has that one in his bag, let's just put it that way. Man, I thought T.O. was supposed to be an all-pro receiver. What do you got there?
That is incomplete. That's what that is. Greatest UT Chattanooga mock in history on the football field. An NFL superstar on the sideline along with Diego Schwartzman, who joined us earlier in the broadcast. 3:40 to go and rolling. That'll be a Ridge point.
Very close call there. 3-point swing was almost a 2-point winner. And again, this lead has kind of gone back up to 15.
Nicholson got the serve away. Keep an eye on that service clock as well. That's into the net. Both of these teams 2-2 so far this season. And the substitution, Youssef Rayan is in. Immediately, there's a point for the Ridge. Baker is also in. Missed by Rayan. Tied at 16. How did this happen?
Yeah, and normally in tennis, when someone misses a pass like that, I cringe. But if you go through the middle there, Blue's got an opportunity for a 2-pointer. So sometimes you actually have to do this serve, by the way. I mean, what is going on? He's blacking out right now. He's just hitting aces.
I think that's the third or the fourth tonight.
Yeah.
Just smoked that last one.
He's really just serving it. No fear.
I mean, honestly, sometimes when you kind of guide it in, you end up missing more. Maybe this week he just said, you know what, I'm just going to let it rip, see what happens. And you can see that confidence building. Look at that, another 2-pointer.
That's probably that's the style that he's the most comfortable playing with, which is like an aggressive style. When he starts like trying to just make more balls, maybe he actually misses more because that's not the way he's used to playing. And he'll take the risk of making a few faults, but that doesn't really matter because he's earning so many free points out of that.
It's out of 2 minutes to go in the bowl. That is out, point Ridge.
I feel like the Inferno might have heard me on the pregame because I was singing the praises of the Ridge men, and the Inferno men are more than holding their own. They're actually winning these two bolts in singles.
23 points for Rian across the last two bolts. Down to the final moments of bolt 4, men's singles. 93-77. Baker serving. And serving well.
It looks like he's never going to miss, and he's absolutely, these are flat. These don't even have slice on them. These are cannons. Oh, there you go. But look, you'll take that. If you can make 3 and miss 1, or even make 4 and miss 1, that's absolutely a great trade-off in this format.
Especially when we look at the best servers in the world, like you're winning about 50% of the cycle serve points. If here you're serving only your first serve in regular tennis and you're making 75% of them, hey, by all means.
Only one toss, only one serve in Intense.
Now this is the hard thing though. Serving gets more difficult as these bolts go on and they get more tired, especially when he's taking these full cuts. And you can see Coach Harp saying he wants him to slow it down here, take his time. Fatigue is a real thing with your service motion.
Final 23 seconds of the bolt. Rian gets to it. Baker tried to cut it off. Long.
Gotta make that volley.
Yeah, it's a tough miss.
Final 10 seconds. The lead is 15. Trying to get every point you can. End of the bolt. Baker. Rian couldn't get there. And how about the impact from Blue Baker? High fives all around. So impressive. And Baker with 22 points in the last two bolts.
Yeah, this is honestly the beginning of the arc. This is what we said it was going to come down to. What Blue is going to show up. So far this season, it's been a miss. He's been an absolute sensation tonight. The serve has been awesome. Ground strokes are good. You can see that confidence growing.
So 4 bolts complete, 97-81. Remember, the Ridge won the matchup between the teams in week 1, 170 to 147. It's a little bit closer right now as we send it to Kelly Crow, standing by with Blue Baker.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Still catching his breath, but I got to start with the serve, Blue. What was the mindset coming in, or what adjustments did you make? It looked amazing tonight.
I made some adjustments in the week that we had off. I just said I'm just going to go for it, and whatever happens, happens. I have the confidence to do it, so I started firing some off, and they came off pretty well. So, I mean, I can't complain about it.
Not at all. I'd say you're underplaying it there. But to be up right now, 16 or so, heading into doubles, how do you feel?
This is exactly how it's planned out. We wanted the women to go first to give us a solid lead, and then we kind of wanted the guys to kind of make it tiring, a little more physical, and the doubles is where we're going to go take it. So it's gone to plan, for sure.
Keep breathing.
I'm really trying to keep
Last thing, keep breathing. When it comes to this being a rematch between, how much was that rolling through your heads tonight coming into this one against the Ridge?
I mean, I got 9 points my first match.
So it was.
So that was pretty embarrassing, and I got a lot of stick for that from a lot of people. So I'm trying to get my points up as much as I can. But I mean, our teammates are just, the last 2 matches we played, we cruised. I mean, the last one we lost by 1 point, but every other match has been really good. So we're just going to keep it rolling.
All right, keep it rolling. We enjoyed it. Thank you, Blue. Guys, we'll let him catch his breath.
Kelly,
back
thanks.
to you. Your turn.
Baker says Intense, exactly the kind of platform the sport's been missing for players of his stage. The last 2 bolts, and Baker did damage.
We're here to give a little pep talk to our new generation to let them know what is tennis about, not only tennis, but also life.
Locking in means to me being in the flow state, having the mentality that I want to win this. Tennis is a very mental game. It's about positive self-talk.
Talk to yourself the way you talk to your doubles partner.
All the negativity that people may tell you, let that be a motivation for you.
There's no limitation for you guys. You can achieve everything you want.
Just keep believing in yourself.
That can be a bit dicey when you're picking players in different rounds, and the different rounds have different salaries associated with them. It can be tough.
What they've done so far in their tennis career is what has kind of earned them that draft pick.
I think that all these players know what they're getting. In essence, they signed up for it willingly. They're compensated well enough that they will agree to it. So it's their choice, really, to be here, or they could have gone and done something else.
There's expectations. There's a contract. You're a professional. So just like with any contract you sign,
I have expectations of you.
Like Nadal says, the only point that matters is the next point. You have no time for BS. Just go to the next point. If you won the point, you forget and get ready for the next. If you lose the point, you forget and get to the next.
My mindset's going to be the entire time, we're winning the championship. I'm not going to be preaching that all the time to the players because I don't want to create this pressure cook environment. But for me, every day that I step on the court, I'm looking at the championship team.
The 2025 Intense Champions, Team Atlanta.
We all want to win, right? This is the goal. So we all have to work towards that goal. You know, that's how I operate. I'm very like, you gotta want to be here, and if you don't.
If you get picked in that first round, you're looking at a $40,000 salary. In that second round, you're going to earn a base of $34,000. Third round, $28,000. In the fourth round, you'll earn $14,000. But you also have to think about the $30,000 that you can get at the end of the season just from prize winnings.
The purpose of the CEO is to develop the staff. So if you're a highly paid player, part of that role is going to be helping to develop younger players or players who need a little bit more out of their game.
Out, out, out. Here we go. Let's run away with it. Yeah. That's what I call RTS, return to sender. Let's go, baby. Let's go. That's right. You know, spin that, girl. Spin that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can play that. If he hitting like that, I can hit that. Yeah! Yeah, get you a TO, baby! Get you a TO! Get you a TO! Let's go! Yeah, let's go, let's go.
And that's our mic'd up moment presented by iHeartRadio from the Pro Football Hall of Famer, Terrell Owens. He is the Pulse partner for the Inferno, and he is loud and in the house tonight for the Inferno.
Yeah, he's got me fired up.
See if he can inspire players for the Inferno here in the women's doubles. It's Bolt 5, opening moments. Ridge and Inferno, we're tied at 2 early.
We can already see that weakness there. We've had 3 serving points from the Ridge. We've had 2 service faults. They both have firepower. They both have good volleys. So if we can just get that serve in play, and honestly, we've talked about this a bunch, underhand serve is an option. They can just roll that in with topspin if they need to. We got a Bashak sighting over there. Her first action getting into doubles. She's got great hands. I watched her warm up earlier on the backcourt. Hits a really clean ball. I like that she's just got B on the back of her shirt too. That's going to make it easy for us. We might just call her B the rest of the night.
Bashak here right in. Number 17 for the Ridge. Sophie Chang also for the Ridge.
This is why Sophie was drafted high. You know, they're hoping she comes in here and plays great doubles. They need her right now. 17 points, only 3 bolts left. 2-pointers like that will help.
Arcanata and Chung for the Inferno. 101.86, 2 minutes into the bolt. At the net, the Changster. That's what it says on the back of her uniform.
Great nickname.
When they met on their first meeting this season, the Ridge had a commanding lead in women's doubles, and that really cleared them, helping them take that win. But that cannot happen.
That's a fist pump moment for the Inferno.
Well, we just had a forehand around the back of Coach Pistolesi. She was hitting that from the bench. Look at him. I didn't know he was that nimble. Check this out.
Look at that.
scattered that bench area.
I'm surprised they didn't all hit the deck. They had a lot of confidence she was going to hit it where she was aiming.
Those players are only a few feet, and coaches for that matter, only a few feet away from that doubles alley.
That arcing out at backhand, man. I could watch that all day. Takes it back high, lets it drop, and then she just fires away. So clean.
Soki, you and I were much better doubles players than singles players on our own levels.
Yeah, I always admire a good ground stroke because I didn't have any. You always like what you don't have.
But this format's a bit different, right? You can't really risk that much poaching because you leave the angle open for the two-pointer, right?
It's funny, the team that has the lead, so in this case the Inferno, I'd actually like them to poach less because you don't want to give up two-pointers. But the Ridge, I would actually advocate, hey, go for more. I mean, if you lose by 20 or 40, there's no difference, and the way to get back in is to poach a little bit more.
Arconato, who was a junior champion in doubles at Wimbledon back in 2016, for the Inferno, trying to chase it down, can't do it. That's a point for the Ridge. And B in the Chengsta.
The Cheng forehand has showed up tonight. She's had a bunch of two-pointers. She's been dominating. There are a few misses, but honestly, the risk has been worth the reward, or the reward worth the risk, however you say it.
Point Inferno. 10-9 in the bolt. So Coach Bristol's on the court. There's a timeout now for the Ridge.
Let me know if you feel that you can need a break. Somebody, Kiana, can take your place. Yeah. You're good? Okay. No, you're good. Yeah. No. I want you to in court. I want you to on court. Just unless you ask me. Okay. If you say you're good, I trust you. You're doing very good. Just to serve, take extra time to visualize that the toss is to be on to have. Just little things. Come on, we can come back, guys. We can come back. Come. Easy, smile. Let's go. And fight. Just fight every point. Let's go. Let's go.
Fight for every point with 5:55 to go and bolt 5 of 7 and a 17-point difference.
So that was interesting because we could hear both coaches talking at the same time, and Coach Harp was actually saying, look at the shot. She's looking around. She looks a little less confident. So I think they want to target her. They said, hey, this is our bolt to take. That's not the serve you want coming out of a timeout. I mean, she struggled in singles with the serve, too.
Sophie Chang on the serve for the Ridge. Right back to the Inferno for the point.
Chang was twisting her back now. Maybe something's bothering her, and that's why she's not fully committing to her serve. But I would still like to see at least a little more rack acceleration there.
I also thought I heard Claudio say that, you know, hey, if you need a break here, like she might be tired. I mean, when you have an injury, you don't get time to train as much. I'm sure she's not practicing as much as she normally would. This format is so fast, so she may need a breather. That timeout might have been smart.
And the Ridge desperately needs a run of points when they're serving. Nice shot.
So I love the underhand serve because she's been struggling. I don't know that I love a poach off of that. I mean, that's a super risky play, right? And again, they have the lead. They don't need to be going for too much. They can play simple meat and potatoes tennis here, keep it to one-pointers, and they could be great.
Inferno point into the net. Chang misfires.
That's a great return.
Chung couldn't handle it at the net.
Başak needs to get a run here on the serves. Let's see if she can make a few in a row, get a few extra points for the team.
42-year-old from Turkey. Başak, point back to the Inferno.
And she's got a little Blue Baker in her where it's like she's going for that serve, right? Her serve all season long has been kind of the mid-60%. If she's going for it like that, it's fine, but you have to make enough under pressure. When you're down 17 like this, that's tough.
Chung to serve for the Inferno. It's a 1-point difference. 112.95 overall in the arc.
That's a better serve.
Chung just lined it up for her 30th point of the arc.
She just got inspired by Usyk and decided, you know what, I can also do it.
And like you said, she's got 30, Ushuai's got 34. That's a total team effort. The two of them doing a great job for the Lady Inferno.
Chang leads the way for the Ridge with 33 points. Rion on the men's side with 27.
This is where I don't envy Coach Claudio. They're down 19. He's only got 2 timeouts left. He's got 2 bolts left. This isn't really going the way they want right now. Inferno are still extending this lead by 3 points. Now 4 points this bolt. But you don't want to waste all your timeouts before the end. So this is very, very tricky here.
On the other hand, if you don't start a comeback now, it's going to reach a point where you really can't anymore.
Yeah, it's going to get late early.
That's into the net for Chung.
I really would like to see her putting a little bit of kick, a little bit of slice on the serve now, trying to get on a run, making them play a little bit more.
They're riding the serve.
She heard me. Sometimes they miss.
Hey, I was doubtful. I was like, I know what you want, Guy, but I don't know if she's going to give it to you. She actually did. And guess what? It worked. You should be a coach.
Tom Wormy along with Jonathan Stokey and Guy Cunha. So glad that you're with us here on Intense. Bolt 5 of 7. We're at Assembly Studios, Atlanta, Georgia, home of Intense for 2026. And both of these teams with 2-2 records. End of the season, top 2 teams in each conference will make it into the semifinals for championship weekend. Competitive bolt right here, guys.
Do you think that was just a thrown out lob, or she didn't want to lose 2 points and she just went for it?
No, I think she was trying to hit just a legitimate topspin lob as an offensive shot. But again, they just need to be simple and solid on the Inferno side. The Ridge do need to take a little bit more risk, but with 1:45 here, they just have to get it down to about 15. The men for the Ridge are super strong, and then it can be close for a mix. They just got to hang in here.
Men's doubles and mixed doubles on deck. Inferno point. Canada serving.
And there's a late substitution. Motosono in. He didn't like that combination. They weren't really doing great. Honestly, that substitution might have been a little late. They didn't have a lot of magic between the two of them.
An immediate point for Motosono.
I'm looking at the bolts. It's just been a steady drip. 22-17, just 3-5 points every bolt. They've all been kind of close, but over the course of 5, now you've extended it to 18. So they're hanging in there. They just need a little spark, and that's what doubles can give you with these 2-pointers.
A little bit of miscommunication there. I don't think they agreed on what they were each going to do. Left the hole open.
And Motosono was frozen on the baseline, and now Chung on the serve.
That's been an adventure tonight. That's the only thing. She's playing great. Ground strokes are solid. Volleys are great, but that serve is just out of rhythm, and you can tell it's frustrating her.
Chang and Arcanana.
Smart.
Sono. Final seconds of the bolt.
They should see if they can get one more in here, see if they can close it down a little bit.
And that will end bolt 5. 122-104. The men's doubles coming up next from Atlanta on Intense.
At work, in the car, or on the go. Listen to every FIFA World Cup 2026 match for free on iHeartRadio. Listen to Fox's coverage of all 104 FIFA World Cup 2026 matches live and free in the iHeartRadio app, anywhere in the U.S. June 11th to July 19th. All matches live.
Fire it up. Unbelievable atmosphere out here. Boom! You a little nervous? You little shaky mustachio, man?
It's fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night.
It's honestly the first time we played together, and we killed it.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis. Turned up.
Intense is brought to you by iHeartRadio, official partner of Intense. The bright lights of Assembly Studios and the Ridge and the Inferno. Headed to bolt number 6, the Inferno in front, 122 to 104. Our top point earners so far in this arc, the first of week 5. Arcanata, as she often is, at the top of this list, 37.5 points to lead everybody in this arc.
Yeah, no surprise to see Usway kind of leading the show, but Naomi held her own, and honestly, Sophie has played great tonight. Coming back from that back injury, forehand's been great, serve's been a little issue. But moving forward, they're going to need, we don't see Yusef's name on that graphic. We need him on there if the Ridge are going to make a comeback.
27 points in the arc for Rion. He is out there now for the men's doubles. Jamie Connell to serve for the Inferno. While the red, the Ridge and the maroon.
What we need to see here tonight is the Ridge being able to repeat their last performance in doubles. They have been struggling throughout the season, but they played really well last time and were up 9 points against the Rips. So let's see if they can do something similar today. They might have a chance when we go to mixed doubles.
I mean, emotional scar tissue is a real thing. And we said last time out, the Inferno lost a one-pointer, the Ridge won a one-pointer. So if you're on the Ridge, you're just going, hey, let's just get this close. Let's just win this men's doubles, get it to mix. And then you go, hey, remember what happened last week when we came up with the clutch and the Inferno didn't? So this is a massive bolt for both teams.
Week 4 for the Ridge, a win against the Rips, 164-163. And a 1-point loss in week 4 for the Inferno to the Outriders, 150 to 149. We are far from done here on Intense on a Wednesday night. Rion to serve.
And Diego was in here talking about what a great player he is. He was one of the best doubles players in college. He's just got those super soft hands. He can kind of manage every ball that comes to him. He's got great feel at the net.
That was a bad toss, just had to serve.
Yeah, sometimes that toss gets out in front of him a little bit. It's impossible to brush up on it.
Baker, who has 24 points in the arc. Nicholson misses.
And you heard him in that interview with Kelly. I mean, he knew exactly, I only won 9 points week 1. He was counting, so he's already tripled his output. So no surprise that we're seeing a slightly different result up to this point.
Despite the unsuccessful serve, inspired play from Blue Baker.
Also mentally, Jay just decided, you know what, I'm not winning points putting my serve in. I might as well just rip it because that's how I usually win my matches. That's how you got to do it. And that's coming out of that.
Yeah, Blue's been the X factor tonight. He's something the Inferno haven't had all year long. And if you get this out of him, you got Jamie Connell, and then you got that women's side. I mean, they're a force. Yusef, there he is.
Rion threads the needle for the Ridge. 6-all in the bolt. Baker on the return.
I mean, he's blackout right now. Where am I? He's just hitting 2-pointers, bombing serves.
He might be in the zone right now. Don't tell him, though.
Yeah, no one talk about it. That dugout's quiet over there.
That's a smart play. That's a smart play. Trying to force the 2-pointer without risking too much.
Look at that serve.
Baker holding his ground at the net, and it pays off.
And I don't know if you guys can feel it, but I'm sensing just a lack of energy on the Ridge. Like, they're losing, things aren't going their way. The Inferno are playing great, and if they're going to make a comeback, they got to change the vibe.
Well, they just picked up a point a second ago, a miss from Baker into the net. Here's Diego Schwartzman, the pulse partner for the Ridge. He joined us earlier in the broadcast with some incredible insight, as that one ends up in the second deck.
That's what we call confidence right there.
Well, I mean, it's nice when you have a 22-point lead and you can just swing as fast as you want. I mean, I wouldn't want to be at the net facing that ball, I can tell you that. Uh-oh.
Another one up top.
If you play paddle, that's what we would call por cuatro.
Yeah, this is a good timeout. We need.
How about Baker and Connell so far? owning the Bolt, 13-7. Let's go into that ridge huddle.
Most likely on you when you serve. You know before. We practice this. When you serve, you have to know that most likely they go hard on you. So you have to be ready.
They only hit on me once. I was trying to get them both more.
All we can do, guys, is keep fighting one by one. Try to get more 2 points. So use your serve maybe as a surprise, go wide, you know, something different. Okay. Let's go.
Coffee bar in the main lobby where you can fuel your fan energy.
So I would just like to see at this moment a little bit more coaching. They are clearly struggling. They're not really finding the way to go. I would like to see Claudio giving them a little bit more of a clear instruction of what he would like them to do. Even if it's so simple, but something for them to think of.
6:14 to go on the Bolt, 135-111. Inferno in charge of the Bolt at the moment. Men's doubles, and that's Rion. And a point for the Inferno.
Yusuf's looked a little on edge. You've heard him in the huddle tonight. He was a little fired up. He's having some uncharacteristic misses. Normally he's pretty fired up. He's kind of a leader on the squad. He just looks a little distant, a little uncomfortable tonight. Part of that, obviously, is the great play of the Inferno.
Coach Harp has to like what he sees at the moment. So does Terrell Owens, the pulse partner for the Inferno on that sideline.
That's a second drop tonight, by the way. That one was off the bounce, but I'm keeping track.
You didn't give that 100% out. That had been about 4 points in a row for the Inferno until the serve goes into the net.
And we said we need those ridge men to step up in doubles, and they are currently down 9 in this Bolt. That is exactly the opposite of what they needed here.
Just gave up another point.
And this is the moment of the arc where the team starts getting desperate. They're running out of time, and they need to start making more plays. And then with that usually comes more mistakes.
This is where if I'm a coach out there, I start thinking about all those missed serves in Bolt 1 or all those simple down the line return misses. Look at that ball. There he goes. Maybe that's the spark.
Yeah, put it away, and now Nicholson to serve.
I mean, swing harder, Connell. Like,
he's seeing that as a baseball and just rocketing at them.
I think that ball was rising as it got to the net. I don't even know what spin it had. Yeah, I mean, that's... But again, you make one, you miss one, but now the volleyers over here are terrified. They're not looking to move. This guy's just ripping as fast as he can.
That's what he wants, just what scared them.
Absolutely.
Look at that again.
19-12 with the Bolt, now it's 20-12.
It's actually hilarious, but it's actually smart, too, because they have a lead. Everything's going to be a one-pointer or a two-pointer for Inferno, and Ridge aren't going to get any chances for two-pointers, which is what you want when you have a big lead.
Inside of 4 minutes to go in the Bolt. Baker on the baseline. Oh, Rion cuts it across.
That was a great touch, though. Saved a point with their hustle. They were actually both there. Look at those hands.
Connell hits it into the net. Back to Nicholson to serve.
They were into the courtside seats there, I think.
That's what you pay for them.
Yeah, that's right.
They're part of the action.
Pay for the collision.
Rion couldn't put it away at the net. 21-14, 3:20 and rolling. That lead is getting bigger for the Inferno. Trying to exact a little bit of revenge after losing to the Ridge in week 1.
And this is where what Jonathan said, consistency pays off. Every single Bolt was close. Like, we didn't have any crazy leads anywhere. But now after 5 Bolts, and they won every single one of them.
It's just fine margins over time. 2-3 points here. Look at this quick serve.
Rion got to it. Gets to that one as well. Baker comes up short.
And this is, I think this is a huge arc for Baker. Confidence-wise, feeling like he's contributed. Obviously, this could push them up to 3-2. But again, the women have been great. If the men, look at, I mean, what am I watching here? This is a literal baseball swing every time. Missiles over the top of the net. I mean, good God.
Well, I didn't want to be on the other side of the net on there.
I'd move out of the way of that, too.
Connell smashing that one to put it away. 147,
Look at
120.
Baker. He can't stop laughing, man. He's just having so much fun today.
Well, they're both breathing heavy, too. This is like Mike Tyson throwing uppercuts for 5 straight rounds. Look at this again. I'll say this, Connell doesn't look that tired. Blue looks like he's sucking a little wind. Connell looks like this is what he does all the time.
Connell's up to 42 points now in the arc.
What a night.
Leads everybody on the board.
When you look at that scoreboard for the Inferno, you got Blue with 35, Connell 42, Arcanata 38, Chung 34. It's just even across the board. Everyone contributing, and that's kind of why they've had that slow advantage every bolt.
Connell's over 200 points for the season now with his contributions in this arc and specifically in this bolt, 26-18. The most that any team has won a bolt by is 5 until we got here to the 6th bolt.
And I think that's just an emotional, you know, at this point, you're just going, man, we're down by so much. Like I said, I feel that energy dropping. And then also, like, they've freed up. Like, we've just been talking about how they're just whipping balls the whole time. It's easier to play with the lead, that's for sure.
Tennis is so emotional. I mean, Intense even more. Regular tennis, you don't run out of time. You always have a chance until the guy shakes your hand. Here, you got to fight for it.
And we're inside of a minute to go in the bolt with 1 remaining in the arc.
The Ridge team just looks like so down on it.
Yeah, they look like they got that nice win last week to get them to 2-2. They've been underperforming all year. This one looks tough, but again, if you want to make a comeback, you got time. You got 10.5 minutes, but you got to start with your energy and your vibe over there, and it looks like they're kind of almost accepting their fate at this point.
And the difference is 30 right now. That's for the Inferno in the final seconds now. 20 seconds to go. Baker serving. 31-18 in the bowl. Dominated by the Inferno.
It's been relentless. It honestly has been relentless all night long. And I'm happy for him. Like I said, he's been struggling with that serve all year. But look at what we're watching here. Great return by Nicholson.
And that is the end of Bolt 6. What a performance by the Inferno. 154-123. Mixed doubles coming up on Intense.
We are here at Assembly. The Intense League has taken over.
We are back, baby! What a defensive shot by Stites.
It's fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. Oh my God! Red Panda!
Oh, you a little nervous? You know, shaky mustachio, man? Unbelievable atmosphere out here.
Fire it up. We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night. The Fortune, final point.
It's honestly the first time we played together, we killed it.
This was incredible.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis. Turned up.
Back on Intense, scored by Bolt, and look at Bolt 6. Much unlike the previous 5. 32-19 Inferno in that Bolt with their big-time cheerleader on the sideline. We take a look at our mic'd up moment presented by iHeartRadio.
Yeah, we got to beat this team. They beat us the first time. He's tired. He's tired. Who's the better conditioned athlete right now? Who's the best conditioned player right now? Let's go. Which one you want? This one says, I love me some me. In my next life, I'm going to be a tennis player. 81, you see that score right there? 81, baby. 81 is the score, you see it? Ooh, man, they moving like me out there. What? Oh my God. Boy, woo. Sammy Davis Jr. ain't got feet like that.
He likes that number 81, Terrell Owens, the Pulse partner for the Inferno, and head coach Jim Hart signing a few autographs and into this arc. And he saw the Inferno turn up the heat there in Bolt 6.
Hey, I need one of those bracelets that says, I love me some me. I got to get my hands on one of those from T.O., but they got to be loving what happened. And again, They won by 13 there. Had they lost by 13, we're in a nail biter right now. So those Inferno men have stepped up big time tonight.
He said in his next life he wants to be a tennis player. I think he could do it. He's got to work on that stroke, right?
100%.
He's got the fun part down, though, that's for sure.
Well, he's definitely an athlete.
All-time in the NFL, third in touchdowns and receiving yards. And he is #1 tonight in support of the Inferno.
I guess we can assume he's pretty fast.
The mixed doubles underway, and the Inferno come right out with a point.
Oh, no mercy.
Yeah, surprise, surprise. Connell just starting with a rip backhand at the net player again. Sophie Chang coming in cold and has to see that.
Rhiannon Chang, Connell, and Arcanata for the Inferno.
I think Sophie might actually stay back when using serving from now on.
I would want no part of that, honestly. That is very, very elite speed.
37 points for Sophie Chang. They need a lot of points and need them in a hurry now for the Ridge.
Interesting. He switched sides. Doesn't matter.
I wish people could get a feel. I mean, this is just all out ripping right now. This is wildly impressive.
Connell, the 23-year-old, just,
oh my God.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's doing eye formation on that. It worked. Made him think a little bit.
Beyond on the serve for the Ridge.
Live by the hammer, die by the hammer. He's just taking cuts every time.
It's another Ridge point.
Now, maybe I'm exposing myself as a selfish athlete, but this arc is getting out of hand. 30 points, 8 minutes. But if I'm Uswe and I'm in the hunt for MVP, all this plus minus matters. I mean, she wants to come out. She needs to win this mixed double. She's going against some other great players in this league. So she doesn't want to just limp into the clubhouse. They're down 5-3 here right now. I know she wants to win this bowl.
She's contributed with 39 points. Connell leads the way with 47 for the Inferno. Both Rhiannon and Chang on the court right now, combining for 80 points.
And Connell might be on a little record watch right here. That's a 2-pointer. He's getting close to 50, and he's got 8 minutes left.
He came in with 171 points. He's going to fortify that total tonight as he runs that down. Rhiannon puts it away. Yusef Rhiannon, who played at Florida State back in 2024, part of an ACC championship team. Oh. A little misdirection from Connell.
Yeah, he's doing it all. He's changing directions. He's going cross. I mean, I thought Sophie did a great job handling the first one. Guess what? There were 2 more that were coming right back at her.
And Connell's ready again at the net.
He just woke up on the right side of the bat. His racket right now feels like it's 300 square inches. He's just ripping and ripping and ripping.
Connell and Blue Baker, standouts for the Inferno in this arc.
And this is super exciting for them. I thought they'd be one of the best teams coming into the year. The women have been great. The men have been slow. But if they get both cooking, I mean, easily a playoff team.
What is that? What is going on?
They're just having fun now.
I just love it. He's not even impressed with himself either. He's just give me the next ball. Let's go.
Just another day in paradise for JC.
The Inferno has not slowed down at all in this final bolt. After winning bolt 6, 32-19 in the men's doubles.
And Connell was kind of in that 4 or 5 slot ranking-wise through 4 or 5 weeks for the MVP. And a night like this, like I said, he wants to build that lead. I mean, who doesn't want to be the MVP of a league? He's playing like it tonight, that's for sure.
The Inferno has led from the first bolt onward. They won bolt 1 22-17 and have not given up the lead since. Got pretty close, got down to 8 about midway through the arc. And then the Inferno responded. Look at Connell flying all over the place. And that is a point for the Inferno.
Everything works today. Everything. And as we said in the beginning, if they were able to have a good time with the guys.
Inferno throwing the throttle down in both 6 and 7 and a timeout on the court. 5:39 to go in the Bolt. 168-133. This is just the start of week 5. Midway through the season now in Intense. And the top 2 teams in each conference will make the playoffs and compete in championship weekend. Rise and Sting side by side, head to head, as we crank it up tomorrow in Intense. That's at 7 tomorrow, and then 2 matches on Friday and 2 on Saturday. The Sting will be back at it on Saturday. The Inferno, with a big lead right now in Bolt 7, back in action on Saturday as well.
I'm looking at that Smash Freeze matchup. I mean, that's 2 of the best teams in the league. The Smash played awesome last time out. Can't wait to watch them go head to head.
Now the Freeze right now a first place team. The Ridge and the Inferno, it's been entertaining tonight. Back and forth tennis. Inferno have kept that lead the whole way.
And maybe Coach Hart felt bad for the net players on the Ridge. He took Connell out. Let him see a normal speed ball here.
So Baker is in.
I don't think anything will change as far as the speed.
Yeah, Lou's been all gas tonight as well, that's for sure.
Rihanna and Chang remain in for the Ridge. Heads up, coming towards our broadcast position.
Now, we would have caught that, right?
I didn't see anybody try to save me there as that tennis ball was flying at me with serious spin.
Hey, Guy's next to you. That was his job.
I was going to save it, don't worry.
Thank you, Guy. Great to be with Jonathan Stokey and Guy Cunha and our outstanding Intense production crew here in Atlanta. I'm Tom Wormy, so glad that you've been watching this arc from start to finish. We're in Bolt 7.
I want to say this was the first 2-pointer by the Ridge this whole doubles.
Certainly in the last 2 bolts, that's for sure.
They literally just had no chance. They're just ripping.
Well, that's how you play with a lead, though. Like that miss right there, fine, it's 1 point. You're not going to die with 1-pointers and come back from 30 points that way. So Inferno are just letting it ride. They're just letting it rip.
Chang's played a lot of tennis tonight, approaching 28 minutes of action. After Sophie Chang, number 1 for the Ridge.
And I like to see her in here. That must mean the back's feeling pretty good. I mean, this one's getting out of hand. You would think if it was an issue, they'd probably sit her a little bit. But I like to see her getting healthy, getting some reps in.
Arcanata back to serve. Her teammate is Baker in the mixed doubles. Bolt 7.
And my feeling from watching all these arcs all season long is this is probably one that Arcanata is not going to be thrilled with. And the fact that their team is winning by 30 and their best overall player didn't have the best night, I think that should give the entire team a ton of confidence.
Arcanata just stepped off the court.
We got the Franimal and Altic.
Francis Altic has come in, playing alongside Blue Baker.
Now imagine that, sitting around on the sideline for an hour and 50 minutes and then coming in. Hey, go play some dubs for us.
32-year-old, 5'2" out of Birmingham, Alabama, and a second-round pick. He only has 10 points all season. Trying to put the finishing touches on this one for the Inferno. Just over 3 minutes to go. So, Guy, your overall impressions of what the Inferno was able to do tonight in this arc?
Just super high-quality men's players. We expected Uzi to play really well, and she did, but with a lot of assists from her teammate. They got similar amount of points in singles. You can see like they played solid throughout, but more importantly, the men came through. Blue Baker just said, whatever, I'm gonna rip. And look at that again.
That's 41 points now for Baker. 52 for Connell. Rian and Chang both with 48.
And the crowd wants Gaskin to come in. We got a "We Want Gaskin" chant. Look at, he's got the racket on the sideline. When are they going to unleash him here in the last 2 minutes?
Ryan Gaskin from England, 27-year-old. Of course, he played collegiately at North Georgia. Got some fans in the arena tonight.
Hometown hero.
Doing the classic man warm-up. Shake the legs a little bit.
Yeah. Look, he's like moving his racket around a little bit. Like, we might need to get on the bike over there.
Anxiously waiting on the sidelines. Inside of 2 minutes to go. In the Bolt and in the arc. Looks like the Inferno on their way to a 3-2 record. Gaskin is in for Baker.
Crowd loving it.
Two-time all-conference performer in the Peach Belt Conference, Ryan Gaskin. Jonathan, did you expect this result from the Inferno against the Ridge tonight, considering that the Ridge had beaten the Inferno earlier this season in week 1?
Honestly, I kind of did. The Ridge have been struggling. I think that was one of those like week 1 NFL matchups where you see weird results. I think over time, the Inferno just are a deeper roster like we've seen today. They don't have any holes. They've got singles players on both sides. They have these players that can also step in for doubles. And the Ridge just have a couple gaps, especially on the women's side and the women's doubles, where one bolt can get out of hand. So I think the Inferno are one of the best teams in the league, and they're showing it tonight.
They're going to move to 3-2.
And with the depth of this team just proven today, if they can keep this depth going on, and you see can still play better than what she did tonight, they're going to be very tough to beat.
Fantastic mixture of players throughout the arc by head coach Jim Hart. All smiles on that Inferno sideline.
These are the nights where it's fun to be a coach, especially on that Inferno side. Everything you did worked out. Your players played great. You feel like a genius. Claudio's over there looking for answers. It's the way it goes. It's a week-to-week league. But they played great tonight.
I think he'll never take out that tie after tonight.
He'll sleep in that tie tonight as he celebrates a victory. Both 6 and 7 in commanding fashion for the Inferno. Moving to 3-2 on the season. 2-3 for the Ridge with the loss. The Inferno owns the night. Intense in Atlanta. Tonight's prize money powered by Payment Labs. With tonight's win, $9,000 been awarded to the Inferno. They cranked up the thermostat as the arc continued and dominated in both 6 and 7, gentlemen.
They've made a little announcement to the rest of the league, right? That they're one of the contenders here. There's probably 4 or 5 teams that feel like they have a chance to win it, and the Inferno are certainly one of them.
If they can keep the depth that they showed tonight, they're going to be very tough to beat. And more importantly, the consistency of it. They played every bolt super well, super consistent, and the fine margins were what took them over.
Connell had 52 points to lead the way, 180 to 156. Let's take a look at tonight's lock-in plays presented by Solaris. And how about Jamie Connell, number 3 in red for the Inferno. So it was Connell doing a lot of damage and a huge part of a victory for the Inferno, 3rd of the season. As we go down to Kelly Kroll standing by with Jamie Connell.
Thanks a lot, Tom. Yeah, this had to feel good, Jamie. And for you, it seemed like tonight there was one speed, 110% out there tonight.
Yeah, no, it was great. I didn't play great last time I played this team, so I was really looking to try and redeem myself, and I think I felt a lot better out there today. So.
You guys really, it seemed like, had this one in control, but in the men's doubles, you certainly pulled apart. What did you like about how you and Blue were playing together?
We just managed to get a lot of runs on my serve, which was great. Like, Blue was moving amazing at the net, getting a lot of volleys at the net, and I was managing to not hit faults, which was great. And then when Blue came in, he was just crushing the serve, and I was getting easy volleys everywhere. So, no, it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Your serve, and we asked him about his serve. How would you describe that tonight, his serve?
Yeah, no, he served amazing. I think this is the best he's served. Yeah, no, he was amazing. Let's go! Oh, my God.
This is beautiful. That's T.O.'s signature.
Exactly.
And now it's yours.
It's mine as well. It tastes good.
Jamie, go enjoy this one. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Get your popcorn ready for the celebration here in Intense for the Inferno over the Ridge. We'll have more coming up in just a sec. 180, 156.
I don't feel like an underdog at all.
An underdog, ooh.
Maybe I would say dark horse. Yeah, I've always considered myself one.
No, I'm not an underdog. I've been doing this for too long.
I feel like a favorite for myself coming into this. and also just my teammates. If we do our jobs and we just compete and play for each other, we're the favorites here.
People think that because I'm smaller than everyone else, but no. When I step on the court, I try to be confident and think that I'm going to win. I like to go low-key about my business.
An underdog? Well, I mean, I would kind of say I would be like the Tom Brady of the league. You know, I got drafted 4th, and, you know, there's probably no big expectations of me, but when I'm out on court, I always give my best and willing to put on a show.
I haven't competed in over a year, so maybe nobody's really seen me play in a while, but I never consider myself an underdog. When I step on the court, I feel like I can compete against anyone.
I prefer not to be seen. You know, it's just being in the shadow, working my ass off, and then just going out there and showing what I practice for.
So I was the last pick in the draft. That means I'm Mr. Irrelevant, but we're gonna make Team Freeze relevant for this year's Intense season. We have the #1 pick in the draft on our team with Carousel. My boy, Raul, absolutely loving it. But as a team, since it is a team sport, I see us as one of the favorites. We have the best team name, we have the best team chemistry.
Let's go Freeze! Let's go Freeze!
So I don't feel like an underdog at all.
Unbelievable atmosphere out here. Boom! You a little nervous? You know, shaky mustachio, man!
It's fast, it's loud, and it's electric in here. We got this!
Outriders are stunned. Oh my gosh, what a night.
It's honestly the first time we played together, and we killed it.
This is absolutely insane.
Intense tennis, baby. It's tennis turned up.
Once again, that popcorn celebration. T.O. and Jamie Connell. A little post-arc snack for the Inferno. 180 to 156. Guy and Jonathan. Guy, let's start with you. And what'd you think of the Inferno tonight and their dominating performance, especially at the very end of this arc?
Just way too solid. Throughout the whole arc, they played amazing. They were able to maintain the fine margins, and with that, they took up the doubles. And with the doubles, I think Ridge was a little bit nervous, and the lead just expanded to a point where you couldn't come back.
Yeah. Jonathan, it looked like arc 6, Bolt 6 rather, really kind of separated these two teams.
Yeah, men's doubles. At the end of the day, I was blown away by the men for the Inferno. I came in thinking the women were going to dominate the show, and the men were the story. Connell was ripping, Blue Baker was serving well. That doubles Bolt was the decider, so they played great tonight.
All those points on the board for the Inferno tonight. And here's our Week 5 schedule. 181-56, the final there from the Ridge and the Inferno. Rise and Sting tomorrow. And then 2 matches on Friday, 2 arcs on Friday, and 2 arcs coming up on Saturday, as well as the Inferno back in action on Saturday. Once again, final score 180-156 Inferno. For Jonathan Stokey and Guy Cunha and Kelly Kroll and our entire crew, I'm Tom Wormy. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow night at 7 with Arise. We'll take on the Sting. We'll see you then. Intense tennis turned up, especially tonight by the Inferno.
Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra.